Yesterday, I got some cracking footage of lots of birds in Welsh harp in Brent Reservoir. And I somehow got footage of an insect in the middle of winter. So let's begin. So I made my way to the main entrance of the area, which had some gates we had to go through, but eventually we got into the main area, and I will say it's pretty good. So I'm going to be completely honest, this isn't the most nicest looking reservoir in the world. I mean, there were a bunch of rubbish everywhere, scattered all over the floor, lots of missing boards, there was quite a lot of graffiti. Lots of rubbish. Ugh. Hey, whoa, we're not leaving just yet. We've just started, for God's sake. We came on a very cloudy day, and there was no rain, but it is quite cloudy, so yeah. However, later on, we did go to the actual reservoir and look for bird spotting while in the actual, reservoir waters, and there were lots of black-headed gulls, also lesser black-backed gulls, lots of coots, moorhens, and all of the expected birds. Then we were trying to access more parts of the reservoir, but we had to stop because there was a grey heron, which I tried to get footage of, but I didn't succeed very well, and it's definitely better than the other one, which was definitely worse. And then I saw more of the weird female mallards. I don't know what's wrong with them, but for some reason they've got like a white patch and dark brown body. Can somebody please tell me what the hell is going on? Then I spotted this kestrel in a tree, which was really cool, and it clearly wasn't scared of us because it was sitting right up a tree, and the tree wasn't big, by the way, it was pretty small actually, so it was just sitting on there, and it was pretty chill. Yeah, I just filmed a kestrel in a tree. I haven't filmed one ever in my life before, so this is really exciting. Then I found this squirrel which was hopping in a tree, and I got some of the best footage of a squirrel ever, because it starts doing acrobatics to try and get some berries. Watch. That was easily the most talented squirrel I've seen all day. I mean, it looked like it was playing the flute, it was grabbing off sticks and using them, and it was basically just trying to get the berries by... It was just generally good footage. Anyways, I was trying to film this cormorant where it was in between these, like, sticks and stuff, but don't worry, I get much better footage of them. And they're also really common around this area. I got some footage of this grey heron, which originally was swimming like a duck in a pond, and then it basically caught a fish in its mouth, and it flew off majestically, then glided over the beautiful water, and then elegantly swooped onto the perch. On the bank of the reservoir, there were lots of mallards, coots, moorhens, and swans, all swimming around the same area. And one of them actually was coming up to people while they were feeding it. And this is really not good. You should really never feed wild animals because they can get a bit feisty. Anyways, I got some footage of this beautiful swan which was swimming across this lake, but it was quite useless to use the telephoto lens because you could just film it with like a regular camera. So you can just get up close already. You don't have to like. It's usually used for far away things. Anyways, I got some very short footage of this tufted duck which was sleeping. Right, so it seemed like somebody thought it was a good idea to feed all of these feral pigeons, but it clearly wasn't because there were thousands of them and they were blocking our path, and it's just not good for them, the bread. But yeah, there were thousands in the tree, and then when somebody came to feed them some bread, there was absolutely thousands of them. Anyways, here's a close-up of one of the female mallards I was talking about, and they're really weird. They're completely dark brown with a bright white chest, and I don't know what's going on. So, this could be like a genetic thing, or I just don't know. Here are some lovely tufted ducks. So we had to cross a bridge to get to the other side of the reservoir, but when we got there were these cormorants that were drying their wings. Cormorants are honestly so majestic looking. I mean, they are probably one of the most beautiful seabirds ever, and they have beautiful, absolutely beautiful, long black wings. Then I found these long-tailed tits which I desperately tried to film and almost broke my back. Long-tailed tits are called long-tailed tits because they have very long tails compared to other tits, which makes sense. And in Japan they're known as snow fairies. Here's a male mallard and a really weird coloured female mallard with a black-headed gull, all sitting on a raft. So basically, this absolutely majestic swan stole the spotlight for the two birds that I was filming, and swans, even though they seem majestic and beautiful, they are very dangerous, because in breeding season, if you get anywhere near their chicks, they are not worried to bite you. Also, they have these razor-sharp little edges which look like teeth that are on the sides of their beaks. So, yes, it will definitely hurt if they bite you. They're also one of the largest birds in the whole of the UK. Then I found this robin. Now, robins are often associated with Christmas, but in the UK this makes absolutely no sense because they're all year round. So they're found all year round. Yes, they're found in summer. Yes, they're found in spring. They're found in all of those months. Then I turned over a log and there was this absolutely gorgeous lesser stag beetle. I got some amazing footage of it slowly walking across the leaf, and it was really cool to watch. Then I filmed this shoveler, which is a species of duck that has a uniquely shaped bill that kind of looks like a shovel, hence the name. And it can also use that to dig up reeds and other marine and aquatic plants to eat them. That's why it's diving head first. It's doing that so it can shovel up all the water plants and reeds. Then I got some pretty rubbish footage of this teal, which was swiftly swimming across the water, and it had this yellow patch on the tail, which you can clearly tell is a teal. And there's another teal called the green-winged teal, which is an American variant that sometimes comes to the UK. The way to tell the difference is that it's not the green wing, both teals have green wings, but you can see by the white stripe which is on their belly, and green-winged teals have that, while our native regular teals don't have that. Right, so I just realised what mistake I just said. These teal shown in the video don't have white stripes, so these are regular teal. I did actually mean that, but I think I got mixed up, so yeah, that's a correction. So we went onto a different path, which took us a little bit away from the reservoir and took us into a woodland. That's where we saw some other birds, which I did manage to catch on camera. There were lots of parakeets, but they were too fast. Then it took us to a little bit of an urban area where there were lots of houses, and there was this little pond in all of these houses. And this little pond had some Egyptian geese. Now, Egyptian geese aren't actually geese, and they aren't actually ducks. They are actually in the family of shell ducks. Then I turned over this rock and there was a little ash black slug, which is the second largest slug in the whole of the UK. And this was quite a small individual, but I eventually put the rock back over.
Right.
Anyways, that's the end of this video. This video was an absolute pain to make, but I'm so glad I'm done with it. That was the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a lovely rest of the week.